Since when did you not allow yourself to be human? Everyone makes mistake, okay? Every human makes mistake. So, are you a human or a robot? I mean, even a robot makes mistake, okay? Because no one is perfect. So why do you expect yourself to be something that it is impossible to be? Why are you being so hard on yourself? Isn't life hard enough alone itself? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Ella if you're new here. And without further ado, let's just get into it. Life is already hard. And the last thing that you need is being hard on yourself. No. We are not creating more suffering in life, okay? We want to put it to an end. We said that we love ourselves, but that's just words. Do you walk the talk or do you just talk the talk? Loving yourself doesn't mean that you only love yourself when you are perfect and when everything in life is perfect and smooth. When you are not perfect, when you make a mistake, and when your life is at rock bottom, this time proves if you really love yourself. How do you talk to yourself after you make a mistake and when you're not perfect? If you become your own biggest hater and say all of those negative things to yourself, then you don't love yourself enough because you are your own biggest hater. How the F does that prove that you love yourself? If anything, that proves the opposite, okay? If someone you love make a mistake, like that person is your friend, your daughter, or your parent, would you say to them the things that you said to yourself? Like, oh, I'm the worst. I'm a trash. I'm a garbage. I'm not worthy at all. I'm a disappointment. Would you say all of this to them? No, right? Because you love them. And why the hell don't you love yourself too? You are the only person that is with you every day, every second, and forever. If you don't love yourself, how are you going to live, huh? Because you can't even sit with yourself. You are not at peace with yourself, and that is the worst thing ever. It's worse than this guy doesn't text me back. Oh, this guy doesn't like me back. Oh, they don't like me. They gossip about me. It's worse than this, okay? Those people, they come and go, but you sit with yourself every day. You see yourself in the mirror every single day, honey. And what do we all want here? We all just want to be happy and at peace. You said that you want to be happy, but are you even interested in taking the time to figure out what makes you happy and actually do that to make you happy? You can't just be like, I want to be happy, but all you do is making yourself unhappy. Well, someone is a hypocrite here. So what makes you happy? Is it loving yourself? And what does loving yourself look like, huh? Do you even make the time at least 5 minutes a day to sit with yourself and talk to yourself? Or all you do is just keeping yourself busy, working, doom scrolling, this and that. You never come back to yourself and you wonder why you're so unhappy and you feel so lost. That is why. So for me, what makes me happy is love myself. And loving myself means always choose myself, never abandon myself, and love myself no matter what. Be kind to myself no matter what. Love myself unconditionally, not only when I'm perfect, I do everything right. Forgive myself when I make a mistake and talk to myself with kindness instead of saying that I'm the worst, I'm not worthy, I'm such a disappointment after I make a mistake. Well, that's what I said to myself before. Now I just look at myself as a little child who is still learning and making mistakes. So after I made a mistake, I talk to myself like how I would talk to my kids. I'm like, oh, it's okay, Ella. It's a learning curve. At least you learned the lesson and, so just move on. And you're still pretty. You're still amazing. That mistake does not define you, honey. It does not define you, Ella. I still love you. I love you no matter what. And you're so pretty. Mwah. That's how I talk to myself. And that just makes me so happy and gives me so much peace. And who would not want that? Who would not want to be happy and at peace? Everyone wants that. But no one wants to be unhappy and bitter, especially being bitter with themselves. And that's why some people, the people who are not kind to themselves, chase validation and approval from other people because they want someone to be kind to them. They want someone to be sweet to them because they're so bitter with themselves. But that is not how it works. You cannot expect someone to be sweet to you when sitting here being your own biggest hater like this. You need to start from yourself first. You feel empty, that's why you want to chase validation. But you feel empty because you make yourself feel empty. It's not because that person doesn't like you back. Love yourself and be kind to yourself, and trust me, you will be unstoppable and no one can break you. Because when you love yourself, you are at peace with yourself. And when you are at peace with yourself, no one can break you, because no one can take peace away from you, because this is your power. It is inside of you. It is not anyone else's power. It is yours. Your power. Remember that. So after I got out of my toxic relationship like 2 years ago, and I learned my lesson to, never settle for this kind of man again. And, I have higher standards, but still, I still came across some bad guys here and there. And I was kind of like blaming myself. Like, why do I keep, meeting this kind of guys? I was like, I'm so disappointed in myself. Why do we keep, attracting these guys into my life? Am I making the same mistakes again? No, I don't make the same mistake, because the mistake in the past was not meeting a bad guy, but it was, I realized that he's not good for me, but I still chose to stay over and over again. That was the mistake. But now, as soon as I realized that, okay, this guy is not good for me, and the red flags are like flying around here, I'm like, oh, bye-bye, bye-bye. I disappear. I'm gone. So, pat on my back here. Good job, Elan. I freaking love myself. I really, really love myself, especially when I choose myself. It's like, wow, it's like, when a guy shows you that he loves you, buying you flowers, this and that. Yeah, it's the same, it's the same thing. Like when you show yourself love, like you keep choosing yourself, you keep treating yourself with love and kindness. It's just like, it's the best feeling ever. It's peace, man. It's peace. It's peace, dude. I just want to keep saying dude. I don't know why. So the lesson that I learned from that is to not expect perfection, but to live, It's like, not like, oh, I will never come across bad guys again. No, it's to leave after you realize that that guy is not good for you. It's about leave and not staying and settling for less. And I'm not perfect. I'm a human. And human slips, okay? Like, no one is perfect. If one day I happen to make the same mistake or whatsoever in whatever area, I will always forgive myself. I will always choose to be kind to myself, because that is self-love. And you should never ever expect yourself to be perfect, okay? You know what you should expect yourself to be? To be kind to yourself. Stop hating yourself and stop dwelling in the past. Whatever you did, whatever that mistake was in the past, it was in the past. You are in the present now, and you can do better in the present. So focus on doing better in the present. And that is the magic of the present. You can always do better in the present. So stop wasting your time dwelling in the past. Okay, it's useless. And lastly, like always, let's end this video with some affirmations. I allow myself to be human. Mistakes do not define me, they guide me. I release guilt and choose growth. I am always evolving into a better version of myself. I forgive myself with compassion, just as I would someone I deeply love. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. Wow, I love this episode. I love it. Yeah, so if you love this video too, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!